Okay, they have this hedge, and it's casting a shadow too far into the yard, and it's going to shade where they want to put the flower bed. And so they're saying, okay, if we cut this hedge down to 8 feet tall, how far of a shadow will it put out so we know where to start the flower bed? Well, this hedge, and you can measure any tree, by the way, on how tall it is by measuring its shadow on the ground. It's pretty cool. You measure something that's familiar, like if you have a person that's 5 foot tall standing there, and you measure their shadow on the ground, and then you can compare it to the shadow of a tree. So you can use what we call proportions to do this. So right over here, that's what they gave us in the problem. They said we have this pole here that is 4 foot tall. They said, hey, okay, this pole is 4 foot tall, and it's casting a shadow that's 10 feet long. So if you have the height of the pole, which is 4, and the shadow, which is 10, or you could do it the other way around. You could say the shadow is 10 and the height is 4. Either way, you have this information about this situation. So if you compare it to this situation over here, and you say, okay, if the height of the hedge is 8 feet tall, the thing we don't know is the shadow. So we'll make sure that the information from over here comes the same way. We'll do height over shadow here. So we said it was 4 and 10. It could have been set up the other way. We could have said, I don't know the shadow, but I know the height of the hedge is going to be 8. And here, since I put shadow on top, I'd put shadow on top here. And then the height here. Either way is fine, just making sure they match going across the top and the bottom. Either one of these situations would set us up just fine. So then what's going to happen is to solve it, you cross multiply where you can, and you divide by the number you didn't use yet. So here I can't cross multiply this way because 4 times a question mark doesn't work. But I can cross multiply this way. It's 8 times 10. And then the number I didn't use was the 4, so we'll divide by 4. Notice down here, if you had the same process, cross multiply where you can. Oh, there's 8 times 10, or 10 times 8, either way. And then the number I didn't use was 4. Divide by 4. And that's going to get you your answer of how far out the shadow will come. So we know that in the other triangle, if this is 4 and this is 10, that if you double this, then it doubles this, because 8 and 20 is what's going to end up being.